I started thinking about death at my Uncle Damien's funeral. He was stabbed with a sacred dagger during a pedicure by an Egyptian Coptic priest disguised as a Korean manicurist. Standing over his coffin, admiring his perfect nails and his expensive Italian suit, I found myself thinking, why care about my personal appearance when I'm going to die anyway? Those are my thoughts on death. What are yours?
Broadcasting live from the astral plane. This is Terrence and Nightshade, touching the unknown.
Good evening. Welcome to Touching the Unknown. Tonight, angel spottings. A man from Santa Fe who claims to travel through time by vibrating his own spine, and a special treat, a Chironian wind shaman will perform a resurrection live in the studio tonight. And now the fucking news. Thanks, Terry. Disturbing news. Rise in suicide attempts among America's youth. Lame suicide attempts. I'm here with young Chucky Diddler, who's attempting to kill himself by sticking his head in this bucket and waiting for it to rain. Chucky, what inspired this ingenious suicide attempt?
Oh, well, it's a funny story, you see.
Talk to the camera.
Right. Well, we heard it from Jake's brother, who slept with Melanie, who slept with Kelly, that Danny killed himself via crucifixion, and it was really impressive when he finally got that last nail in.
I bet. So that's why we're here today?
No, not really. But it did inspire Herbal Tim to try and catch the knife with his face, which in turn inspired me.
We have footage of that incident with Herbal Tim. Can we cut to that, please? Anytime? Now. Really? Catching knives with your face? Is this a sincere suicide attempt, or some kind of stainless steel fellatio? Back to you, Terrence. Back to you. These are Italian shoes. Thanks, Terrence. As always, top-notch reporting. Later in the program...
Silence!
What are you doing here, Mandrake?
I'm trying to study.
Wow, everybody, Lord Mandrake Nightshade. Renowned metaphysician, occult poet, and my father. Seriously, what are you doing here?
Oh, I live here now. Your mother kicked me out of the house.
Well, you got to find somewhere else to go. We're live.
I know. It once was my show. You're just going to have to get used to the idea of me being a recurring
Later
character.
in the program, we'll be speaking with a necromancer.
No, you're doing it all wrong. You lack the necessary reverence to be speaking of such horrible evils. Woe is he who confronts a practitioner of that darkest art without first preparing his mind and body properly. Such abominable arts should be left untouched in their ancient tombs.
Yeah, well, Luna Grimwood is live, on scene, with an Earthman who claims to have found a small angel in his backyard. Luna, you look good enough to eat. Yum.
Thank you, Terrence. It certainly is a scorcher here on the Beastie Badlands, where I am on the scene with Buddy Villalobos, an amateur monster hunter who claims to have discovered an angel from the Seraphim class located in the Primal Plane Inner Circle. Buddy, what can you tell us about the Seraphim class of angel?
Well, the Seraphs is of the highest order of the heavenly choir, known colloquially as burning ones because of the 6 fiery wings they use to wrap their celestial bodies.
And where is the angel now?
Well, I managed to get her pinned down in that hole there before I ran out of shotgun shells.
There in that, rabbit hole.
Yep. Rich and I, we were just getting back from singing Yeti song. We was thinking about having a couple beers.
Yeti song.
Yeah, you know, it's a tone you hum that resonates with all the wood in the forest. It's a mating ritual.
So you were trying to mate with the Yeti.
We were cruising down Betts Memorial when I saw a huge blast and fire explode from the vicinity of my domicile. I saw that fire spiraling upwards, and right then I knew another goddamn angel. And Richie knew it too. He tightened up those ropes around that Yeti we had caught the night before, and he turned and looked at me with them doe eyes of his. And almost at the same time, we says, "Fucking angels."
Where is Richie now?
Oh, that dumb bastard. He looked right into the thing.
Oh,
He's
my
over
God.
there. Hey, Rich. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you try talking at him at all because he'll just start wailing and walling and bawling that song, and it starts the end of the world and whatnot. It's just what happens when you look straight on at an angel.
So how did you manage to capture the angel without looking directly at it?
Sniper training.
Uh-huh.
Peripheral aiming. Here, let me show you.
No. Oh,
Richie! Not my Richie! Oh. 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 Oh.
well, thank you, buddy. Now back to you, Terrence.
Thank you, Luna. That fellow was lucky to escape with any semblance of sanity. The sheer power and glory of the Holy Seraph's body is enough to send a man's eyes out through his ears. The more time you spend with the higher-ranking angels, your body itself will begin to tear apart as the water molecules in your flesh start to vaporize, and your mind and your body
Mandrake!
seek and strive.
Mandrake! Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Wasn't that wonderful? So droll and British. Really, I can take it from here. Thank you.
Perhaps if you spent some more time on your own show instead of trying to get your knob wet, I would have
Dad.
to step in. You're nothing but a dirty little boy who lacks any esteem for the dark arts. I have no wish to desire to father you any longer.
When did you ever want to father me? You were always out looking for succubi.
Succubi.
Suck you bubbles, suck you bitches, I don't care. The point is you were never there for me. Dave, get him out of here. I'm tired. Hi,
Hello, and welcome back to Touching the Unknown. On tonight's program, Cliff Littlefoot, who will be talking to us about the dark art of necromancy, or raising the dead.
Excuse me, Linda. I prefer you refer to me as either a shaman or by my full name. Cliff Littlefoot, High Wind Shaman of the Order of Pristine Light and Father of the Broken Sands.
Luna, actually. And I must say, your feet are rather imposing in their smallness.
Well, you know what they say about natives with small feet.
Small spirit? Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing here tonight in front of our live studio audience?
Well, Lunda, I came across a couple who has recently received some bit of misfortune. This is Steve and his partner who died of cholera, or brain cancer, 2 days ago. Yesterday, Steve came into my office spitting, screaming, and smelling like sweat, dragging his dead partner's body all over the place. And I thought, perfect. I'll bring him on the show tomorrow and perform the resurrection live.
I never should have allowed you to cross over into these realms. I'm going to give you the beating your mother never did, you little shit.
Dad.
One more form of our consciousness, just like our...
It is that we mean by kill the mother.
I thought of 2 more questions I'd like to ask
That is
in addition
correct.
to the 2 for a total of 3 because I asked 1, which would have been 4. Can I ask 2 more for 3?
There is no difficulty.
Do I retain any of the knowledge from a past life into this life? Like,
That is accurate.
do you know the name of the guy I was in World War II?
It is possible an L name like Lon or Len, Leonard or Lionel is what we are getting.
All right, I'm going to go with Lionel because I don't like Lenny. Is it possible that I have some of Lionel's knowledge?
That is greatly correct. For in fact, this life is happening now. Understand that the true nature of the soul as we have perceived it and experienced it is that all lives, whether one calls them past, present, or future, are actually simultaneous from the viewpoint of the Oversoul. And therefore, every life you are living, every aspect of yourself, all 21 aspects of yourself multiplying to an infinity of possible configurations exist in the Oversoul simultaneously. And with proper relaxation and direction of the will, the skills can be accessed and experience can be accessed from each life that you are living, even in this one. So there is a bleed through the dream state.
Could we talk to Mr. Rand again so that we could thank him for coming and say goodbye?
Okay.
Thank you very much for
Wow.
joining us.
Thanks.
Ahoy, hoy. No. Later.
That's all for tonight's episode of Touching the Unknown. Next week we'll have Yeti abductions, a man with a haunted penis, and the ghost of Arthur Schopenhauer will be here to discuss his new book, Fuck You, I Was Right. Until then, I'm Terrence Nightshade, and you have been Touching the Unknown.
Thank you.